Eu quero ver a Shinomiya também, né?
This is the correspondence from Stingray 3. Your Excellency, the situation looks extremely serious.
Thank you, Ueno. Inform Swordfish 1 to stand by. I'll see to the wounded shortly.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Kokomi! How have you been?
Captain of Swordfish 2. Glad to have you back on Watatsumi Island. I would have liked to have given you a grand reception, but as you can see...
What's going on?
Not long ago, I hosted the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. It's the most important ceremony on Watatsumi Island. I'm guessing you'll have heard about it from Tsuyuko?
What? How did you know we were the ones helping out Tsuyuko this whole time?
Tsuyuko is one of the more conscientious shrine maidens of Sangonomiya. I knew that handing off the planning of the ceremony to her would play to her strengths. Based on her description of the person who took the commission, it was quite obviously you.
This is all starting to sound pretty suspicious.
Anyway, I'm sure Tsuyuko will have told you that the Watatsumi Goryo ceremony is a ceremony to reverse the holy soil phenomenon on Watatsumi Island. It's a bleaching process that slowly turns the earth to holy soil, leaving the land infertile and devastating agricultural production. Granted, crops aren't our staple food on Watatsumi Island, but I can't allow external...
Paimon doesn't quite follow.
Imagine all you had to eat from now on was radishes. No more fish or meat. Clearer?
That would be terrible.
The issue began with the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri. I did not miss a single step during the ritual, and there's no question that the blood branch coral you retrieved was infused with the Omikami's power. But it didn't reverse the holy soil phenomenon as expected. Instead, it just... paused. This has never happened before in history. This is ultimately a matter of Watatsumi Island's survival, so I sent as many people as I could spare to Enkanomiya to investigate the situation. The news from Stingray 3 was that all of Enkanomiya is engulfed in a darkness that cannot be dispelled. Additionally, there have also been reports of monsters, the likes of which no one has ever seen before.
Strange monsters and an all-engulfing darkness?
That's all that Stingray 3 has reported. Their investigation otherwise has yielded no useful information, and the unforgiving environment has caused many casualties so far. I have sent several rescue teams already, but so far, the situation does not look promising. It brings me no pleasure to have to ask, but on behalf of all of Watatsumi Island, please don't joke around. But thank you for once again agreeing to put your life on the line for the sake of our island. Now, please, come with me to meet Tsuyuko.
Vamos lá, então. Uhul! Nossa, quase foi lá embaixo. Beleza. Vou ficar lá pra baixo.
Your Excellency, traveler. I did wonder. Hope you're both having a wonderful date so far.
Cut the comedy, Tsuyuko, or I may have to have you and Naki switch posts next year. In which case, you'd be in charge of Spectre Eco Management on Watatsumi Island.
No need, I'll stop. So, since the two of you are here together, I assume it's about Enkanomiya?
Kokomi filled us in on what's been going on.
Kokomi. Right. Well, as I'm sure Her Excellency has told you, an ominous darkness has completely engulfed Enkanomiya. At the same time, strange humanoid monsters have appeared when the place should be completely deserted.
Humanoid monsters?
Armor that can move on its own. I know it sounds ridiculous, but we're not talking about one spook soldier hallucinating in the darkness. All the wounded who returned to Sangonomiya have described seeing the same thing. On top of this, even ordinary enemies seem to grow much stronger in the darkness. That's why Stingray 3 has sustained so many casualties. There's one other thing that the returning soldiers have mentioned. They say a shrine maiden who calls herself Sumi has been helping to treat the wounded.
Sumi? I don't recall there being any record of a shrine maiden by that name in Sangonomiya.
That's the thing. There isn't one. Thanks to her, the wounded soldiers have a safe zone where they...
Sento. I've seen this term in the Deep Sea Healing Arts Compendium, but it's a ceremony that only works in Enkanomiya, so it was never brought to Watatsumi Island. I'd love to meet this Tsumi, but right now, helping the wounded has to be my top priority.
Your Excellency, even if you had no duties at all right now, there's still no way we'd let you go down there. Enkanomiya is exceedingly dangerous right now. Only preeminent warriors like the Traveler and Paimon should venture there.
Yep, absolutely, 100%. This is a job only we can handle.
Yeah. We've worked together plenty of times in the past, after all.
Do you have any other information about Tsumi?
It was mentioned that she wears a strange mask that covers the upper half of her face.
How interesting. What is she trying to hide?
Your Excellency, in my humblest of opinions, Sumi has shown nothing but goodwill so far. Since the situation is so critical, we don't have the resources to make other defense arrangements and cast suspicion on our allies.
I have instructed Swordfish 1 to proceed to Enkanomiya and continue evacuating the wounded. Traveler, you can go with them. Swordfish 1 will escort you to the camp at the center of Enkanomiya. Also, please, take this with you.
What's this? Looks like a missing piece of something.
It's just a little trinket. When you are faced with a difficult choice, it might be able to help you.
Your Excellency, but isn't that...
Watatsumi Island doesn't need it anymore. Besides, both of the other two pieces are in Enkanomiya. If we're lucky enough, this could be our chance to reunite them.
Understood, Your Excellency. Okay. Emergency measures to hold the Three Realms Gateway offering now underway.
I apologize for the trouble. Now, please excuse me. I need to tend to the wounded. Please, see Ueno once you're ready.
Vamos viajar lá pra economia, pô.
Are you ready to venture into the dark shroud of... All right.
Vamos lá então, galera. Vai liberar uma nova área, provavelmente, né? De economia. Caralho, as raízes, legal. Do Templo da Noite lá, né? Ah, não. É de dia essa porra.
Here's hoping I have the chance. Next year, I'm going to apply for Swordfish 1 to be redeployed into Spectre management. Because if it's that, or spend more time in Enkanomiya, I'll take my chance with the Spectres. Those armor monsters, closing in on you. It's the...
Totally understand.
Anyway, we should be safe for now. There shouldn't be any more danger from here on out.
Hey, what's up?
It's Yabe, the odd guy from Stingray 3.
You seem kinda chipper compared to all the other soldiers.
Do I? Well, I've pretty much always loved horror stories and ghost stories and stuff, ever since I was a kid. This trip to Enkanomiya is something else, though. Totally mind-blowing. Super fun. 10 out of 10 would come again.
Totally do not understand.
Well, I mean, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, please don't do that. We're the...
Alright, well, never mind that. There's a makeshift camp.
Ah, não, vou ficar ouvindo a voz dele. Se fosse da Shinomi, ela a gente foi ouvindo de boa, mas esse cara aí, pelo amor de Deus, cara. Vamos lá.
Hey, look! A shrine maiden taking care of the wounded. That must be Sumi, right?
You are different from all the others. Are you human?
Well, she is, obviously. Just not a native of Watatsumi Island, that's all.
And you? A human hatchling? Oh, really? Because I thought that humans lose the ability to fly when they reach adulthood. Just like the Baptismal Bishops lose the ability to see in color when they reach maturity.
Sumi, you seem to know a lot about bishops.
Wait, how do you know my name?
Oh, the wounded soldiers mentioned you.
Oh,
Greetings. My name is Ueno, acting captain of Swordfish 1. We're here to evacuate the wounded and support the traveler's investigation. Swordfish 1 needs to rest and reorganize before commencing the evacuation. I'll see you later.
so you're here to help resolve this, hmm? Very well. It's taking all the energy I have to keep this light shining. I don't have the strength to try and combat the spreading darkness, too.
Do you understand what's going on?
The Void Realm is invading. The people of Byakuyakoku believe that there are 3 realms. The Bishop Realm, the Human Realm, and the Void Realm. The darkness spreading in Enkanomiya comes from the Void Abyss. Neither bishops nor humans can endure it.
But don't Baptismal bishops like the dark?
No. They hate the light. But only because down here in the depths, the presence of light signifies human activity. In fact, the Bishop Realm is the realm of pure primordial elemental beings. It's actually referred to as the Light Realm in most books. The 7 sovereigns of the Light Realm are the 7 foremost elemental dragons at the pinnacle of the raw and primitive elemental forces.
So that's why Suyuko called this the 3 Realms Gateway Offering.
3 Realms Gateway Offering. Not far off the mark, actually. But technically, I think it should be called the Triangle Gateway Offering. Because the source of the darkness from the void is the 3 towers at the corners of Enkanomiya's triangular borders.
Oh, the 3 towers! The ones where we did those trials!
You've been there before?
It's a long story.
Oh.
By the way, Sumi, what's up with the weird mask?
To hide my face. It has to do with some things that happened as I was growing up. I just don't want to scare anyone, that's all. Does that make me untrustworthy in your eyes?
No, not at all. You've been helping the wounded all this time. Everyone must be super grateful to you.
Can't say I really understand what you're talking about. Anyway, if you want to rid this darkness from Enkanomiya, you can come to me for guidance. Of course, if you can trust me. I'm going inside to tend to the wounded and check in with the new arrivals.
Vamos ver o que a gente tem que fazer então.
What are we gonna do? Paimon really wants to trust Sumi, but... Oh, how about we go ask the wounded?
Já volto, galera, só um minutinho.
This scenery is wonderful. Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
Vamos lá então, falar com os soldados aqui. Beleza, vamos lá.
Greetings.
Hello, we'd like to.
Because of her strange mask? Well, you've.
Cool.
I was one of the. So I started.
Nossa, vem, vamos.
There
Fala
weren't so
nesse
many
porão.
people. Her eyes.
Whoa.
I probably would have been if the first familiars of the Watatsumi. They were said to have.
Fala nessas porão. Ah, preguiça de falar nesse diálogo aqui. Isso. Isso é isso. Ai.
Hello, what can I help you with?
Hi there.
I see,
That's not what we meant.
Suspicious, huh? I am being okay, look. Number 2? Huh.
Chuck. It looks like they're resting.
Pronto.
I don't think we've got enough answers now. Let's find somewhere to recap what we know so far. Sumi's just inside the room. It'd be a bit awkward if she hears us talking about her behind her back. Sumi's mask hides her snake eyes, which the people of Watatsumi Island believe to be a distinguishing feature of Orabaxi's vassals. Based on her actions, it seems like all she wants to do is protect the people of Watatsumi Island. And from what she said, she's doing everything she can to combat the darkness spreading in Enkanomiya. So she seems pretty trustworthy. Then let's go talk to her about working together.
Vamos lá então. Tá. Aqui dentro, né?
So, how's it going? Have you made...
Yep, let's keep.
Okay. It's called the book... Actually, the Dainichi
Why wouldn't.
Oh, nothing. I just meant... Never mind all that. The Bokuso box collects light. It can... So, for example, with the power of the Bokuso box, as it happens, there are some monsters causing trouble around the camp. Go and try out the Bokuso box...
Vamos ver o que acontece lá, vamos lá. Tá, vamos lá, vamos equipar. Caixa maluca aí, né? Tem 300 de vida dela. Acho que ela vai poder ser mais...
Follow the wind.
Os inimigos serão defendidos pela escuridão. Dispensa a escuridão e infligir você. Tá.
The wind knows me.
I must leave no stone unturned. Access denied.
Vamos usar aqui pra ver o que acontece. Beleza.
You're a good fighter.
You bet! We were the ones who went and got the Blood Branch Coral that one time after all.
Na cara dela.
Phew. So you...
What's wrong?
Nothing. If what you say is true,
then I'm sure you'll be able to conquer the 3 border towers quite easily. Also, there are a few things I need to explain to you. According to what I have read, the fundamental purpose of the Watatsumi Goryo Matsuri is to use the serpent god's life force to awaken its second familiars, the Senga Coralia. They are creatures that break down raw, primitive elemental energy into the milder elemental energy of the human realm. The giant coral is a symbol that the Senga Coralia have been awakened by the serpent's blood. The mass awakening of the Senga Coralia causes a transformation in the ecological environment of Enkanomiya.
Makes sense. Even if you took away the darkness and the monsters, Enkanomiya would still look pretty different now with all the new plants and ore around.
Things are even more complicated than usual this time. The darkness from the Void Realm seems to be suppressing things in the Light Realm and the Human Realm, causing them to come to a standstill. You may need to use the power of the Bokuso box to dispel the darkness and allow the ecological transformation to continue. Please, try to solve the problem using the Bokuso box. I'll wait for an update for you under the statue over there.
Tá. Muito bem, só marcar pra mim os lugares que eu vou. Não preciso fazer puzzles secretos, né? Ah, vai ter esses desafios loucos aqui, né? Tá. Se estiver explorando a economia, você pode usar sumeiros aqui pra liberar. Tá. Entendi. Ah, o bagulho reseta, tá bom. O bagulho sempre sobe. Boa. Achei que o bagulho... né? Ah, foi de boa. É ridículo isso aqui. Vai fazer assim? Você viu uma coisa? Eles fecharam o mapa de economia, né? Fecharam. Tá. Tá bom. Tá fechado. Como se não tivesse explorado nada. Tem que abrir de novo os baús. Abrir de novo. Espero que eles tenham zerado exploração de baú, né? Se eles abrirem mais baú é legal. Beleza, mas, né? É mais baúzinho pra gente fazer e pegar mais, pra gente poder upar a árvore de Sakura é legal. Eu acho que seria legal que eles fizessem isso. Zerar mesmo, tá ligado? Fazer de novo. 100%.
It seems that you have mastered the Bokuso box. Now, let me tell you about the ultimate purpose of this operation. As I said, we need to proceed to the 3 towers on Enkanomiya's borders.
A gente vai lá de boa.
They're towers of the void, restored to their original form by a certain Abyss adherent.
Abyss adherent? Wait, do you mean...
He's a purveyor of incessant nonsense. Somehow he found out about the 3 realms and the 3 corners, and brought those things in using abyssal technology. Then he started disseminating abyssal energy using the towers. This caused great suffering for both the Senga Coralia and the Bathismal Bishops. I don't know why he's doing this. For us, the abyss is highly toxic. For them, intoxicating is more the word. Addictive, but still destructive. Maybe he just likes to toy with people and stab them in the back.
Paimon knows exactly who you're talking about.
You know him? Then it seems we have a common enemy.
Oh, you bet we do!
To get rid of the darkness, you need to climb to the very top of the Towers of the Void and activate the Light Realm Chisel, which will let in the energy of the Light Realm. In Enkanomiya, the ley lines of the human realm, the elemental currents of the Light Realm, and the dark currents of the Void Realm are all exceptionally strong. Also, I only performed the Sento ceremony going off the steps in the book. You can offer crystals of Light Realm energy to it to increase the Bokuso box's power. Also, resting here can restore the box's energy. Please, take this hand-drawn map. I've marked out the locations of the 3 towers for you. You'll need to explore one step at a time, and I'd recommend you start with this tower.
Puta que pariu. Aí me fode, eu não vou decorar isso aqui, né? Vou tirar foto, pera aí. Porra. Pera aí, porque tá no single take, cara? Pelo amor de Deus. Pô. Já falta porque eu não tenho memória curta.
That's as much help as I can
É
offer
isso.
you. I'll be waiting here for the good news.
Tá, deixa aí então. Depois eu faço em off.